Hello tubers and welcome to the Pistol Alignment Workshop. Now today, from a very cramped shed, I'm going to show you how to make a brake bleeding bottle. Now more than just the conventional bottle with the hose and you put it on the nipple and you have to pump your lever a million times. I've got an innovative, easy for me to say, way of achieving that process that's hopefully a bit quicker and will actually draw the fluid through. So for this you will need a squirty bottle like this standard affair, can be any type you like, it doesn't have to look like this. A hose and a couple of other little bits, but I'll get to them. So firstly, the basic principle is ditch the bottle. You want to pull the little filtery part off the bottom of your squirter, get your pipe, push that on the end like that, and then this is going to be your bleeding system. So you attach that into your nipple and you pump this, and as it would for whatever fluid was in your bottle initially, it will draw the fluid through the system and pull it out. But we're not just going to have this squirt into atmosphere, we're going to recycle our bottle as a collection container, and we're going to attach that in there so it's one unit. Now for this is where my squirter might be a little different to yours. So mine has a removable end like so, with a threaded part on it. What I have is another cap that I've already measured up to this bottle and know will screw on. And get the insert that came with it, and then going to pop that through that there. Going to get a nice 12mm washer, pop that on, and then your squirting nozzle screws back on and acts as a nut, like so. And then you get your original bottle, and there you go. And then you can pump and squirt as you like into there and drawing out from your caliper or wheel cylinder, whatever sort of brakes you're bleeding. And yeah, so we're going to try it. Now I do have a couple more washers because this is a variable nozzle, so I can get a narrow squirt or like a mist, and because I'm using this to secure the cap, I might not need it that tight, it might restrict the flow, so I've got a couple more washers just to space it out a bit if necessary. I'm going to find a budding volunteer, connect it up to, and then see what happens. Right, so what I've done is got the sun in shot, so I do apologise, but we're down on the caliper level. I've got my spanner already on the nipple, I've got my pipe on the nipple, now so. The reservoir cap's off so I can top fluid up. So this is going to be the first take, if I can crack the nip off. Jesus, who did that up? And then, as the wind blows it, oh yeah, that is definitely drawing it out far quicker than you would normally see. Well, I'm quite impressed because I haven't even tried this, so I'm just going to keep an eye on the level as well. Always remember that, don't let your system go dry. We'll just continue. Now you can hear it actually spraying into it, can't you? One thing is, I can't balance this bottle. Well, I should have put some fluid in the bottle and then it would have held itself up, I think. Fluid check. Well, I'm going to continue the process for a moment, and I could do with 2 hands really, so I'm not going to balance this and pump away, but I'll report back momentarily. So, I've completed the bleed. And I must say, I am impressed. I'm by no means claiming that I invented this idea. Not at all. This is my take on it. For this bleed pipe, for those who remember a time where batteries used to have vents rather than being sealed in gel and lay in whatever direction they like, this is a vent pipe. Really good for bleeding brakes. I did have the little bit kicking about, I can't find it. What you do need to watch is sometimes they had like slits in the side of the pipe. Just trim the ends, because otherwise you'll be drawing air for days if you want to do something like that. Keep an eye on obviously your fluid level whilst you do this. This is quite a quick method, and that being a single line front brake with a small reservoir, it was getting through it quite quick, so that's why I needed to abandon the video making and concentrate on that for a moment. But yeah, I've been struggling quite a lot to get a really positive feel on that front brake. It's always been bled up and worked, but now after using this method, this for reassurance more than anything, to know that there isn't any air in the system is really good, and I will be trying it on one of my other bikes as well. But yeah, this a nice, handy, cheap alternative. Of course, you can sit there pumping your lever forevermore. You can use electronic bleed kits or actual ready-built vacuum pump ones and all that jazz. I've also seen people putting sports massagers on the flexi pipes and drawing fluid up that way. That one I might have to try as well, because that one looks quite interesting. But thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe. There's another machine coming down the road now. Awesome. And until the next time, I'll see you again.